Hi guys, it's me, Rio, back again for another one. You've probably, hopefully, if you're keeping up with me, just seen videos in Scotland. I'm back now. Kira had me delayed on posting that video. So, yeah, but me and Thomas did a folklore video, I think it was 3 months ago. And now I'm back to do another one, but this time with Ethan. And since I'm not famous yet, so no one commented, we're doing a spin the wheel on what folklore we should do next. So show them the wheel.
It's backwards.
It's fine. Spin it. Ethan, do the spin. So what folklore are we going to be doing today, guys? Let's see. We are doing the Philippines. So folklore from the Philippines. I'm going to have to do some researching. And I'm going to need to get my phone charged so I can record this. So, yeah, let's see you with the first story. Oogly boogly, bitch. So, guys, the creepy background, but I am not doing all the CapCut stuff. Last folklore video I did, you have to pay for the remove background stuff on CapCut. I'm not doing that again, so we decided in Ethan's house where we are now, in the very back of the house, right next to the back garden, there's a toilet. So we come here because it's the scariest place.
And most creepiest.
Yeah.
Like if the lights went off.
We got a snack, possibly, and then my iPad for research. So now we are going to be doing the Philippine folklore, what you guys have all been waiting for. So who wants to start? Do you or me? I'm not.
I will. I'm not fussed.
Okay, right, we'll start. So the first folklore that we have to, I kind of want to turn this light off, but we need good lighting. So the first folklore Ethan's gonna tell, and I'm not sure if this is how it's pronounced, but this is Philippine folklore called Capri.
Capri. In Philippine mythology, the Capri is a giant, hairy and dark-skinned creature believed to be inhabited the branches of large trees, often acacia.
Often a acacia or banyan tree. It's just basically a type of tree.
It's described as a muscular, humanoid or ape-like figure, typically 7 to 9 feet tall, known for its loud roars and bird-like chirps. Capris are thought to be nocturnal and omnivorous, and are sometimes seen as guardians of nature or pranksters who can disorient travelers.
What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look up some stories from people. I'm gonna tell you one of these stories just to make the video more chilling and spooky. So hold up. So I've found a story on my amazing iPad. They're budgie feathers, by the way, from my budgie. About the Capri. So way back in 5th grade, our school has this tradition where we spend the night in our classrooms and do various bonding activities such as games, storytelling and whatnot. But the most exciting part of the event is the ghost hunting, and doing this in our school was extra fun since our campus was very old. One particular place we found scary was the ballot tree right in the middle of the school. It was there even before the school was built. To get a sense of how old our school is, it was relocated right after World War II, and they chose to build around the tree instead of tear it down. We took our tour of the haunted places around the school, and one stop was the banyan tree. Our teacher explained the various mythos connected to it, and effort to creep us out. Before we left, my friend who was carrying around a camera snapped a pic before we left. For the rest of the tour and ghost hunting, we noticed that he was silent. He wasn't enjoying as much as we were, and that was not always the case with him. He kept clutching his camera like he was afraid to lose it. We asked him what was wrong, and he said he would show us when we got back into our classroom. This part of the story, I even have trouble believing what I saw and even attribute it to my wild imagination as a kid. When we reach our classroom, I see a group of them surrounding our friend with the camera, looking shocked and quiet. He eventually shows me, and it was a picture of the ballot tree. It was opening up, and as clear as day, I saw this big hairy figure with dark brown fur covering his whole body. It was stepping out of the ballot tree with two fangs sticking out of its lower lip. It had long hands, reaching even beyond its knees. What freaked us out even more was that it was starting directly into the camera, eyes red from the camera flash. I immediately tell him to show it to our teacher since it could still be out there, and who knows what it will do running free in a school where kids are spending the night. To my frustration, he said no firmly and deleted the picture because he believed it would just bring more danger and complications if he did anything with the picture. To this day, I guarantee I graduated from my college a year ago. That image still sticks with me. I keep debating whether or not it was just my imagination playing tricks or if it was really did see something only my ancestors talked about. So that was a story from the Capri. That kind of gave me chills, but
Very big chills.
yeah, this was from a Reddit user called PAQ Mahan. Okay, this next one's kind of creepy because it resembles a lot of creepy folklore around different states, and the pictures of this, which I will be inserting pictures, and I'll maybe try animate the story a little bit, but if you watch my last folklore, the La Llorona, I tried to animate La Llorona's a bit and it didn't look that good, so I'll try again, but here we go. In Filipino folklore, the White Lady is a spectral figure, often depicted as a woman in white dress, who is believed to be a ghost or spirit. According to Wikipedia, she is associated with the misfortune, sorrow, and unresolved emotional pain. Sighting of the White Lady, often seen as omens and occur in her, can induce a chilling sense of dread. So now Ethan's going to read the story of the White Lady. Right, Ethan's going to read the story of the White Lady, a story we found on Reddit again, and it's by a Reddit user called Mube. Ethan, if you want to read the story. This girl said the story was from her grandpa, who had many paranormal experiences.
Alright, I have a story from my grandpa who is Filipino. He used to live in San Pablo. Back then he had to walk to work and part of his route went over a bridge. It's still there today. I can post an uninteresting photo of it when I get home if anyone wants to see. One night he had to stay at his work pretty late, so if he was close to midnight when he finally started walking home. When he got to the bridge, he saw a woman in a white dress at the other end, at the same side of the street as him. For some reason he felt creeped out, but he didn't want the lady to think he was a wuss, so he kept walking ahead, trying not to look directly at her. They met in the middle of the bridge. As he was about to pass her, he glanced at her face and saw nothing. Where her face should have been, it was just blank. Grandpa kept it together until he reached the end of the bridge. Then he booked it all the way home. And that's the story.
We were struggling to find a story for this one, but anyway, time for the next folklore. So the next one, Ethan's going to be reading it, and this is, sorry if I say this wrong, obviously I am not Filipino, so I might get it. Oh my god, you scared me that when I took the iPad down I didn't realise how low.
Do it again. I am the monster.
Right, anyway, so this folklore is the Yangao, sorry, let's just say it's the Yangao, and Ethan's going to be reading it, so here you go.
As wangs can infect a normal human by adding hexed human remains on food, saliva on water, or by spitting their saliva into the ears of a sleeping person, which can shamans, sorry if I didn't read that.
Wait, what?
Sorry if shamans from healing the victim easily. Infected victims are then called yangar. As the days go on, they become uncontrollable and more vicious than normal. As wangs become there isn't capable of handling the dark trick that demands human flesh. And that is the story of the yangar.
Ooh, let's get a story up now. Anyway, unfortunately we couldn't find a story for the, what was it, Yangar?
Yeah, yangar.
Whatever it is, I'm sorry if we mispronounce it. We couldn't find a story for it, we was trying for ages. But yeah, guys, please show some love on this video. I think we're gonna do one more story. I'm gonna read the story again because I couldn't read the Yangar story. We're gonna do one more, but let me know in the comments, like, if you came from the shorts, you're a true one. They're a true one, aren't they, Ethan?
Yeah, they're a true one. They are very good.
If you came from my shorts, let me know. Let me know if you want a part 2 to Philippines. Let me know if you want a different country so I don't have to spin the wheel again. And just show me some love. Give me a like and subscribe. Even if you don't want to see folklore. Like, if you're seeing this video and think, oh, maybe you could try this, put it in the comments. Give me ideas and I'll do it. Because
we will do it.
Yeah. Ethan's not always in my videos, so, but I'm trying to, I know it's not big, it's not a lot to ask for, but my goal is 500 subscribers by the end of this year. So guys, help me out. Help me out. Like, help me out. But anyway, on to last but not least, the final folklore. But yeah, let me know if you want a part 2 down in the comments below. So the last and the final folklore we'll be doing, unless you guys want a part 2, I'll definitely do it because I check my comments. Whatever notifications I get from YouTube, I check all the time. So if you comment, I'm definitely gonna answer. And you know what, I'm gonna say thank you. You know what, you're getting a shout out if you tell me you want a part 2, or if you give me another idea. If I do that idea, you're getting a shout out in the video.
So if I comment on your video, you'll give me a shout out?
No, you can shut up. But anyway, the last and final folklore we're doing is the headless priest, also known as the Kurasin Cabeza. I don't know if I said that right, I'm sorry if I chopped that name, but as we go. The headless priest is a ghost of a priest who was beheaded, often by Spanish colonizers or natives, and haunts certain places like hospitals, cemeteries, or even schools built on battlegrounds or former cemeteries. These priests are said to appear on lonely roads late at night and are associated with places that were once battlegrounds or makeshift cemeteries. Now, I'll find a story. So, the story I found is quite chilling. Now we stop. Okay. So, the story for the headless priest. A student was studying.
Can I help you edit? Cut that out.
A student was studying late at night at a school library and heard the sound of chains being dragged. When he checked who was making the noise, he found a priest, but wait, a headless priest. The priest played a vital role in Philippine history. They were the ones who led the church, and they were also the ones who taught the students in class during the Spanish era. As their name suggests, the clergymen hang out in universities, graveyards, churches, and other places that feel spooky. They sometimes bring their heads with them and seem to be looking for them when they don't. As for their heads, people said that either Filipino revolutionaries during the revolution or Japanese soldiers during the World War II cut off the heads of these priests. Older stories about biblical figures and martyrs, martyrs, I'm not sure, who were killed, like Saint John the Baptists have also helped spread urban legends about the priests. So guys, I'm sorry if I messed up there. I am dyslexic. But yeah, this is all for the Filipino folklore. Like I said, like and subscribe, give me love. My goal is 500 by the end of this year. I know it's not a big goal, but I really want it, and it would help if you just hit that subscribe button. And also, my fans are really important since I'm just starting off, so give me input on what you would like me to do for videos. If that gains my subscribers, if that keeps you watching, I'll do it. Anything. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day or night. Goodbye.